Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum class 8 students. I hope so all of you are fine and enjoying good health. Okay students, welcome to your online classes. Open your science books, page number 76. Today we will solve the exercise question number 5.8 and 5.11. This is the question number 5.8. How do the following reactants stick together? Write down the complete reactions and balance the resulting equations. हमें जो गिवन रिएक्टेंट्स हैं उनको हम देखेंगे कैसे वो आपस में रिएक्ट करेंगे और क्या इक्वेशन क्या प्रोडक्ट बनाएंगे और इसको इन इक्वेशंस को हम बैलेंस करने की कोशिश करेंगे। ओके स्टूडेंट्स, ये आपका लास्ट वीडियो है आज की चैप्टर नंबर 5 पे और इसमें हमने डिटेल से रिएक्शंस के बारे में पढ़ा है। रिएक्शंस बहुत डिफ़िकल्ट होते हैं, लेकिन अगर उन्हें थोड़ी सी समझने की कोशिश की जाए तो वो हम इजीली उन्हें सॉल्व कर सकते हैं। बेसिकली जितने भी आपने केमिकल रिएक्शंस पढ़े उनको बैलेंसिंग ही मेन इशू है। अगर आप इसके रूल्स फाइंड कर लेते हैं, जो कि मैंने लास्ट प्रीवियस वीडियो में आपको बता दिया था डिटेल से, अगर वो रूल्स अगर आप अपने माइंड में रखते हैं और उसे माइंड में रखते हुए कोई भी केमिकल इक्वेशन आप बैलेंस करने की कोशिश करते हैं तो आप इजीली उसे बैलेंस कर सकते हैं। सबसे पहले उन रूल्स को आपको अच्छे से लर्न होने चाहिए और उसके अकॉर्डिंग आप किसी भी इक्वेशन को बैलेंस करेंगे। First of all, this iron will react with the hydrochloric acid. First of all, you have to know about the symbols. Iron की symbol होती है Fe. So you will write the Fe and hydrochloric acid. This is the an acid whose formula is HCl. इसका formula होता है HCl यानी कि hydrogen chloride. So you will write the hydrogen chloride and their reaction is shown by this sign plus. So always kept in mind when the iron and the hydrochloric acid both will react, then the ferric chloride FeCl3 is formed along with the hydrogen gas H2 formed. You have to note that the hydrogen H plus, it will not exist in this form. Okay, only H, that is the hydrogen, it will not exist in this form. It will be exist in the form like H2 gas. So you have to write the H2 along with it. Now we have to write their coefficients. How can we write? We first checked how many elements are present in the reactant and how many elements are present in the product. In this case, iron is present in one only in the reactant. If you don't balance it and you check then before balancing, then it will be only one iron atom in the reactant and only one iron atom is formed in the product. So iron is balanced. But in the case of hydrogen chloride, there are only one hydrogen present in the reactant and two hydrogen is formed in the product. So it is unbalanced. And in the case of the chlorine, Cl, only one chlorine is present in the reactant, but actually three chlorine atoms are formed in the product. If you check only the reaction before balancing it, then there are the three chlorine atoms. It means chlorine and the hydrogen both are unbalanced. So you have to first balance it. So first of all, we will balance from those which are from the lower number of atoms, like this hydrogen. If we multiply this hydrogen with the 2, then it will become the 2 hydrogen. Definitely, if we multiply this HCl with the 2, then there will be the 2 hydrogen atom in the reactant and the 2 in the product. It will be balanced. But now we have to check that the chlorine is balanced. If we add here the 2, then there will be the 2 chlorine atom and in the product 3 chloride atom are formed. So it is remain unbalanced. So we have to multiply it with such a coefficient that it will become that both the chlorine and the hydrogen become balanced. If we multiply it with the 3, now after the 2 there will be the 3 comes, then we multiply it with the 3. If we multiply it with the 3, then there will be the 3 hydrogen and there will be the 2 hydrogen is formed in the product. We can't make it the 3, right? So it will be unbalanced if we add the 3. So we try to balance it like by adding the 3. If we add here the 3, that it's mean if we add here the coefficient 3, then this 3 is multiplied with this subscript, that is will be the 2, and 3 multiplied 2 means 6 hydrogen will be formed in the product. If 6 hydrogen is formed in the product, we can multiply it with the 2, that the 2 multiplied 3, that is the 6 chloride atoms are also formed in the product. If there are the 6 chloride atom and 6 hydrogen are formed in the product, that means both are balanced, and we here write it the 6, that is 6 HCl is used in the reaction. Similarly, when we add here the 6 add here the 6, then there will be the 6 chloride atoms and 6 hydrogen atom in the product and in the reactant, so it will be balanced. And similarly when we add here the 2, then this it means that the 2 iron is formed, so we have to write it here the 2, that means it also balanced. Now similarly you have to balance all these equations like this. And the next one is calcium oxide CaO. It will react with the carbon dioxide CO2 and it will form the calcium carbonate CaCO3. It is already balanced. You have to do nothing. Next is the part 3, carbon monoxide and oxygen. When carbon monoxide basically CO, mono means 1 and di means 2. Okay, when carbon monoxide, then CO only, just react with the oxygen O2 and it will form the carbon dioxide, right? It will form the carbon dioxide. When it form the carbon dioxide, there are the only one carbon and in the reactant and one carbon is formed in the product, so it is balanced. Now we check the oxygen. If we check the oxygen, there are the 2 plus 3 oxygen atoms are present in the reactant and 2 oxygen atoms are formed in the product, so oxygen is unbalanced. We have to balance it. If we balance it, if we add here the 2, suppose we had here 2. When we add here the 2, that means 2 oxygen plus 2 oxygen, it means 4 oxygen in the reactant, and here we also add the 2, that means 2 multiplied by 2, 4 oxygen atoms are formed like this. Like this we balance it, and now we have to check that the carbon is balanced or not. Then it means 2 carbon is used in the reactant and 2 carbon is formed in the product, so it is also balanced. Now methane, its formula is CH4, okay, and react with the oxygen O2 and it will form the water and carbon dioxide. When we check the carbon, that is already balanced. Hydrogen, it is also balanced. If we check that there will be the 2 hydrogen atom are formed and there are the 4 hydrogen atom are used, so we have to balance it. We add here the 2. When we add here the 2, then it will be the hydrogen balance, and similarly 2 multiplied by 2, 4 oxygen atoms are used in the reactant and 2 these and these 2 oxygen atoms, means 4 oxygen atoms are formed in the product, so it is balanced. Fifth one part is carbon dioxide and the water. This is the most famous reaction, that is a photosynthetic reaction in which glucose and oxygen will react and it will form the carbon dioxide and the hydrogen. Like similarly carbon dioxide and the water react and it will form the glucose C6H12O6 6O2 and 6 L molecules of these are used. Okay, this is your question number 5.8. also learn and write it on your NEET notebooks. And like these rules, following these rules, you can balance every chemical equation. You have to just know that which reactant react and which products are formed. You have to learn only the products. You can write any chemical equation and balance it. Next is question number 5.11. Describe the importance of exothermic reaction in our daily life. Exothermic reactions have great importance in our daily life. Basically, exothermic reactions are those reactions in which the heat is formed and in which the heat is given out. Basically इसमें energy produce होती है in the form of the heat. ये ऐसी रिएक्शंस होते हैं और इनका बहुत ज़्यादा पर्पस, ये बहुत ज़्यादा हमारे घरों में भी यूज़ हो रहे हैं. जैसे आप कुकिंग के दौरान देखते हैं कि डिफरेंट आप फ्यूल्स को जलाते हैं जिसके रिजल्ट में हीट प्रोड्यूस होती है और हीट को हम किसी भी अपने खाने को पकाने के लिए या फिर घर को अपने रूम को वार्म अप करने के लिए यूटिलाइज़ करते हैं. इसी तरह अगर आप कार्स में इनका यूटिलाइजेशन देखें तो जितना भी पेट्रोल और डीजल हम व्हीकल्स के अंदर जलाते हैं उसके रिजल्ट में कुछ ऐसी गैसेस प्रोड्यूस होती हैं जो गैसेस क्या करती हैं, सिलेंडर के पिस्टन को पुश करती हैं, अपवर्ड और डाउनवर्ड पुल अप करती हैं, जिसके रिजल्ट में एक ऐसी फोर्स प्रोड्यूस होती है जैसे व्हील टर्न्स होते हैं और जिसके रिजल्ट में व्हीकल मूव करती है. इसी तरह जहाँ भी थर्मल पावर स्टेशन है जहाँ पे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेट की जाती है वहाँ पे हीट को यूटिलाइज करके इलेक्ट्रिसिटी को प्रोड्यूस किया जाता है. ये बेसिकली एक फ्यूजन रिएक्शन होता है. इसी तरह जो हम खाते हैं उसकी डाइजेशन होती है हमारे फूड की, तो उसके रिजल्ट में हीट प्रोड्यूस होती है जो कि हमारी बॉडी को वार्म अप रखती है. और इसी तरह एजिनेशन होती है डायनामाइट्स की या गन पाउडर की. डायनामाइट्स बारूद कह लें, ठीक है. बारूद को जब जलाया जाता है एजिनेशन टू स्टार्ट बर्निंग, तो उसके रिजल्ट में, और गन पाउडर को जब हम जलाते हैं तो उसके रिजल्ट में एक्सोथर्मिक रिएक्शन होता है और एक्सप्लोजन्स प्रोड्यूस होती है. मीन्स